Have you ever heard a sound you couldn't trace? No source, no pattern, and still felt like it was meant for you? I started hearing a beep that didn't belong to anything. Just one. Short, clean, like a notification. The first time it happened, I checked my phone immediately. No messages, no missed calls, nothing updating. I even opened a few apps just in case something lagged. Still nothing. It wasn't strange enough to matter, just specific enough to stay in my head longer than it should have. It happened again a few minutes later. Same tone, same length. That's when I stopped reacting right away and just listened. It didn't repeat, no follow-up, no variation. That should have made it easier to ignore. It didn't, it just made it harder to place. I asked Alex about it that night. Do you ever hear a random beep in here? He barely looked up. Probably your phone. That answer felt right, simple, contained. I remember nodding like that settled it, like I could put it somewhere and move on. But after that, I started noticing it more. Not constantly, just enough that it kept slipping back in. Always one beep, never two, never overlapping with anything else. I checked everything, turned notifications off, muted my laptop, unplugged devices one by one. It still happened. Once while I was holding my phone, screen on, nothing changing, I looked at Alex. You didn't hear that? He just shook his head like there was nothing to hear, so I tested it. I turned everything off, even the main power. The apartment went completely still, no hum, no background noise, nothing to interfere. I stood there longer than I should have, waiting, trying to prove something I hadn't fully defined yet. Then it happened again. Same beep, same distance, like nothing had changed at all. I remember laughing under my breath, but it didn't feel like anything was funny. Later, I looked it up. External noise, structural issues, auditory sensitivity. Then tinnitus. That one stayed. It explained everything without needing anything else. I held on to it because it meant I could stop looking. And for a while, I did, or I told myself I did. But then I started noticing the timing. It wasn't random, or at least it didn't feel like it anymore. It showed up in moments where something was about to happen, when I was about to move, about to decide, about to say something. Like there was a gap, and then the beep filled it. Not interrupting, not warning, just arriving. One evening I was sitting with Alex, both of us on our phones. I heard it again. This time I didn't react. I just said, if I asked you something right now, would you answer honestly? He said, yeah. I didn't ask anything. I just sat there, trying to understand why that felt like the right thing to say. The next day I tried something else. When I heard the beep, I didn't move, didn't check anything. Just waited. Nothing happened. A few hours later it came again. This time I spoke immediately. Should I go out today? From the other room, Alex said, probably not, it's hot. I froze. I didn't ask you. He paused. You didn't say anything. The way he said it, there was no confusion, no hesitation, just certainty, and I couldn't tell if I'd actually spoken or not. After that, I stopped trying to find the sound. That part started to feel pointless. Instead, I focused on what came with it. Sometimes the beep came first, then the thought. Sometimes I'd already be thinking something and the beep would follow. Always one, always the same. It never got louder, never changed. It didn't escalate. It just stayed consistent, and that somehow made it worse. I started reacting faster. Not even on purpose, just responding, like there wasn't time to question it anymore, like if I waited too long, I'd miss something I was supposed to catch. I tried ignoring it again just to see if that changed anything. It didn't. It just made everything feel delayed, like I was slightly out of sync with something I couldn't see. This morning, I was about to leave, keys in my hand, shoes on. I stopped at the door without knowing why. Then I heard it again. Closer this time. Not louder, just nearer, behind me. I didn't turn around. I didn't want to break whatever it was. I just stood there and said quietly, should I stay? From the other room, Alex said, yeah. No delay, no question, like he'd already heard it too. Like he knew that was the answer. I didn't argue. I didn't even think about it properly. I just took my shoes off, put the keys back, and sat down. And that's the part I can't explain. Not the sound, not the timing, just how easy that felt. It still happens sometimes, not constantly, just enough. I don't try to track it anymore. I don't check anything. I don't look for sources. That part feels irrelevant now. Because it was never about where it was coming from, it's about what comes after. And lately, the pauses have been getting shorter. So if you ever hear something like that, just once, no pattern. Nothing you can trace, don't rush to explain it. Don't immediately check your phone. Don't fill the silence too quickly. Just wait, because whatever comes next might not feel like your decision. And if you're awake late enough when everything's quiet and you hear something small, just a single, clean beep, try not to react right away. Just listen and tell me, did it happen before the thought or after?